Yo, the power is ours. It's Leon Next, the human liberator, the voice of hope. This is episode 140, matter of fact, 139 of Take Charge of Your Life. This is my first episode of Take Charge of Your Life in a long time, you guys. And I'm back because I'm determined. I never stopped being determined. I've been so determined to get myself all the way together before I get back on social media. I've been so determined to have my systems and have my programs and have our processes and have our tactics developed before we come back with Take Charge of Your Life, because we want you to plug in to our programs. We want you to be involved with helping us build our own nation within the nation. We want you to help us build a achievement-driven culture centered around self-mastery, self-determination, and financial independence. And so this is all I'm using business media for now. And this is episode 139 of Take Charge of Your Life. This is Leon Next telling you to be determined. Take Charge of Your Life is our self-mastery series. Where we discuss strategies, processes, and ideas that we can implement right now to measurably increase the quality of our life. Yo, Wiley Paul, what up? You say hello. Where you from, man? Where you at with it in the world? I'm talking about being determined. Today episode of Take Charge of Your Life is about being determined. Let me even turn this music down, because I don't even want y'all to even get confused. I don't even want y'all to think that this is about the music, because this ain't even about the music. This is about the movement. This is about the movement. What movement are you making? You feel me? What waves are you making? What strides are you taking in your own personal life, in your interpersonal life, in your spiritual life, in your financial life, in your personal development? Are you able to be knocked off course? This is Leon Next. This is episode 139 of Take Charge of Your Life. We talking about be determined. So many people have fallen off track. So many people have fallen off track of their goals. So many people have fallen off course. Life has hit some people so hard that they don't even know how they're gonna make it. They're like, life's got them doing those and they don't know what to do. They're not even asthmatic, so they can't even reach an inhaler. They don't even know how to create positivity from that. They don't even know where to go, where to turn, who to run to, and their goals are on the verge of being non-existent. Their dreams are on the verge of being non-existent. Some people, life's got them by the neck so bad that their goals and their big dreams for their life have shrunken to the idea of just wanting to be comfortable. Your big, massive goals, as a child, right? You have the same eyes, you have the same mind, it's the same. Your flesh, you get new flesh like every year or something like that. It grows as far as your cells and stuff like that on a biochemical level. But it's still you, it's still your same soul, your same spirit, your same, all your goals and dreams for your whole life shrink for you to be an adult and with all the power and information in the world, and you just want to be comfortable. I just want to be comfortable. I don't even want much. I don't even really want much. I don't even want to be rich for real. I just want to be comfortable. I just want enough so I can go to work. How is their job included in their life purpose and goals and dreams and shit? If your employer, people call their employers their boss anyway. So come on, boss is not too far from master. I'm talking about, they're not your employers, they're your investors. They're investing in your future, okay? You are investing time, effort, energy, and attention in their business, helping them build whatever campaigns that your job duty applies or is applicable to. And in turn, they compensate you with those funds. Instead of you splurging and thank God it's Friday and spending your money on a whole bunch of useless trinkets and not treasures, you're supposed to be using those funds to invest in renewing your mind, being transformed, elevating your consciousness, increasing your value. In the last 90 days, how many books have you read? In the last 6 months, what new skills have you acquired that makes you more valuable in the marketplace? In the last year, how much money have you saved or invested? You feel me? These is the serious questions because we're in America. And if you're born poor, it's not your fault. But if you die poor, that's your fault. Listen, fam. We're in America. If you're born poor, it's not your fault. But if you die poor, that's your fault. That's your fault. That's your fault for giving up on yourself. That's your fault for not being determined enough to figuring it out. Millions and millions and millions of people becoming self-made around you, and you want to blame the government. Millions and millions and millions of people being self-made without around you, and you want to blame the system, the education system. Millions and millions of people being self-made around you, and you want to blame in prison industrial complex. Millions and millions of people being self-made around you, and you want to blame chemtrails. Millions and millions of people being self. Yeah, so see when I'm going in, see if you already know, Facebook still be monitoring my Jones. That's crazy. That's crazy. Hold on, I'm gonna just hold it anyway. Going in, they try to knock me down. They try to knock me off. But listen, people being self-made around you, yo, it's 15 million millionaires in America. 15 million millionaires in America, and 70% of them is self-made. That means 7 out of 10 millionaires in America built their fortune themselves, you feel me, off their own strength, off their own muscle, you feel me? So it shouldn't be no excuse, it shouldn't be no problem for us to be able to come up. Hold on, I gotta plug my phone back on the charger, yo. Listen, hold on, give me a second. You know Facebook was trying to knock my footage off. Hold on. Let me hold up. Okay. Alright, there we go. Alright, listen. So, what I'm trying to say is, we gotta use all of the energy that we can muster to become larger than the problems, to become larger than doubt, to become larger than worry, to become larger than fear, to become larger than procrastination, to become larger than anger, to become, unless you're going to use your anger as fuel to act. You want to be so angry with the possibility of mediocrity. You want to be so angry with the possibility of you not achieving your goals that it's when you wake up in the morning, execution, knowledge, strategy, execution. You feel me? We want to be determined. We want to make a determined effort. You see how I'm on here right now and I'm dropping all this game and there's no one on the comments? You know why? It's because people don't have nothing to say about what I'm talking about. Because they don't even got written goals. They can't even go grab their goal book. They can't even grab their list of goals and ideas. They can't even grab their journal. They can't even tell you what they studied yesterday. They can't even tell you who they talked to yesterday without going but it's not outlined. They don't keep track of their life. They don't live well-examined lives. Okay, Olivia, it's like, okay, I don't know what motivates me anymore. It's like this. Okay, check this out. See, that's a great point. Or if you hear, yo, Olivia, if you hear, type I'm here real quick because I want to respond to you directly. Type I'm here and I'm going to respond to you about this concept of motivation and you not knowing what motivates you, anymore. Are you here? Did you just type that and then be out? Because I've been in that situation before. I completely understand how you feel. And I know a lot of other people feel and felt the same way. But if I felt the same way, what did I find out? Okay, what did I find out? I found out that motivation is bullshit. Yo, Olivia, I need you to type motivation is bullshit. Excuse my language. I don't even know if you cuss. But I need everybody that's watching type motivation is bullshit. And here I'm going to tell you why. Motivation is nothing. Like motivation sucks. Motivation don't even work. You're never, peep this. You are never, ever, ever going to be motivated to do the things. Yo, I got you, Olivia. She said, really, because she can't even do it. Motivation sucks. Listen, you're never going to feel like doing the things that you need to do. You're never going to feel like working out. You're never going to consistently feel like anything that. See how our brains work is it keeps us in this comfort. It keeps us in this comfort zone. So even if it's some shit that we don't even like, but we're used to it, it doesn't even matter. We're good. Our body is like, okay, we're good with just complaining about it. You feel me? We're good at just blaming. We're just good at making excuses. Even though it doesn't make us feel good, we still do it because it's easy. It's easier than the perceived work in changing. So what motivates you is not the question that should be really asking. I wonder what motivates me now, or I don't know what motivates me anymore. It's like this. What you want to know is, who do you want to be? That's the question. Ask yourself, who do I want to be 5 years down the line, 10 years from now? When people think of me, what do I want them to say? When people think of me, when it's all said and done, on my grave, what 3 things do I want said when I'm dead? This is a question that's going to project way further into the ethers, and it's going to get you some answers. I don't know what motivates me anymore. You might see, I don't know what your body is, but on your profile picture you look pretty slim. So I'm gonna use this example of someone who's heavier set or overweight, obese, and then they see a skinny girl on TV with a man that they're attracted to, and they could be motivated to, get up and go to Planet Fitness that day. Just that commercial sparked that motivation. You feel me? But then the next day they see that same commercial, it don't have the same effect. They can't go watch that same commercial and have that same effect. You know why? Because they ain't decided who they want to be. And their self-image and their self-esteem is directly parallel to who they are right now. And if they wanted something different, they would be somebody different. You see? So it's a few simple disciplines that we need to practice on a daily basis that's going to help us achieve our goals. It's a few errors in judgment that's repeated on a daily basis that leads to failure. Few simple disciplines, few errors in judgment. We must decide the disciplines. But what makes it worth it is deciding who you want to be. What makes it worth it is deciding, listen, when I had learned this information in 2012, I'm like, damn, who do I want to be? I want to be the most powerful, wealthiest, influential black man that ever lived. That's who I want to be. For real. At this time, I was a Christian, right? And I was born and raised in Baptist church. So then I'm like, with Jesus, right? And Jesus said, anything that I did, you could do plus more. So I'm like, oh, for real? Oh, okay, Jesus, I'm calling Jesus on his bluff. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. You feel me? I'm calling out Jesus on his bluff. Jesus said anything he did, I could do plus more. I like the clout. I like how people talking about Jesus. I like how the reverence and respect that go on his name. You feel me? Whether he was here or not. I'm talking about the fictional character or the actual character, depending on your belief. That's not my debate right now. But say the bull was real. He said anything I did, you could do plus more. And then he also said our Father when he teach us how to pray. So when he said our Father, that immediately told me that he wasn't my master and he was my brother. Because that's why he said our Father. Because if I say our Father, that means we got the same pops. Like I said, our mother. Our mother, that means we got the same mom. So if I say our Father, that means we got the same pops. That means we brothers and sisters, right? And I don't know any parent that raised their children or birthed their children to worship each other. Older siblings are just to be there to guide and assist and show the best examples that they can be of what to do or what not to do. You see? And so I'm going to be wise in my thinking and wise in my self-discovery. So Olivia, you said it sounds like you're not disciplined. Nah, okay, that could be it. A lot of people ain't disciplined. But discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishments. What are you? Do you have long-term, short-term, clear, specific goals written down? This is the question. Like, do you know who you really want to be? Do you really know, like 5 years from now, can you give me a crystal clear picture of the life that you desire? Or can you just tell me a bunch of stuff that you don't want? Most people can go on and on and on about the things that they don't want. But when I say, yo, you just told me about all the stuff that you don't want. I just asked you what you do want. And they're like, oh. Like, because when you talk about the things that you don't want, when you really mean that you want something, like the universe, this is how the universe works. It's like, and the power structure knows this. That's why they say the war on drugs. The war on drugs only perpetuates drugs. The dominant thought or mood is drugs. It doesn't matter whether it's stop doing drugs or keep doing drugs. The common dominant mood, focus, energy is drugs. As long as drugs is the energy and drugs is the focus, whether it's a war on drugs, stop doing drugs or keep doing drugs, drugs is going to be the main focus. Drugs will be forever. To eliminate drugs, the strategy or the narrative would be purity in the youth, and purity in the hearts, minds, and souls of the youth. Purity in the hearts, minds, and bodies of the youth, right? Purity in the youth. Emotional purity, intellectual purity, physical, purity, spiritual purity in our youth. This would be the narrative if the power structure was really opposed to drugs. You see? This would be the narrative. If they was really opposed to violence, it wouldn't be stop the violence. I'm anti-violence, war on violence. Actually, war on violence is like a war on violence. Like, that doesn't even make sense, does it? If you're trying, so violence cannot be the dominant focus, or whether it's stop violence or keep up the violence. If violence is the focus, then that's what we're gonna get more of. So if we wanted to if we wanted to obliterate violence, we remove violence from the frequencies completely and focus on peace. And so there would be pro-peace movements, and that's what all be spoken on. You see, similar to the anti-drugs, right? It would be a movement for purity in the youth. If I speak about purity in the youth and peace, what does that have to do with drugs and violence? Nothing. But if I tell you, hey, I'm against drugs and violence, you'd be like, oh, hoorah, this person speaks out against drugs and violence, not even realizing that this person is perpetuating the drugs and violence that they say that they're against, based on their ignorance of universal law, psychology, and metaphysics. Do you understand this? Do you understand the paradox that we're in? So I'm not here to argue with no one. I'm hip. I'm not here to convince no one. I'm hip. I got goals. My definite purpose in life is to positively influence the minds of the youth, create an achievement-driven culture, and lead the next generation into a global renaissance. That sums it up in one sentence. I intend to become the wealthiest, powerful, most influential black man of the 21st century, without a shadow of a doubt, and arguably the greatest of all time, because I know what results are expected of someone they would say that about. So this is when it comes about being determined, right? So it's like I focus on becoming the most powerful, wealthiest, influential black man of the 21st century without a shadow of a doubt. I focus on positively influencing the minds of the youth, creating an achievement-driven culture, and leading the next generation into a global renaissance. I breathe in love. I breathe out peace. I don't talk about white supremacy because white supremacy is black compliance. Why would I comply as another group being supreme when I'm the original? When I'm connected to the ethers, when I'm connected to original thought, when I'm connected to original mind, when I'm connected to original substance, when I could close my eyes and see and open my eyes and turn what I've seen with my eyes closed into form with my eyes open. I got the power to turn water to wine. I got the power to manifest. I got the power. You got the power. We got the power. How dare I give that up? You understand? So how determined are you? When you declare who you are and what you are and who you want to be, you must go through some things. And when these things come to you, do you run back and retreat into your comfort zone? Or you say, what else, life? What else you got? What else you got, life? How dare you, life, think that you could knock me down with this? How dare you, life? I'm a champion. You feel me? I'm a conqueror. I was born to win. I was born to succeed. I was born to master myself. I was born to turn my ideas to physical things. I really do this. I'm Christ consciousness in the 21st century. You feel me? I'm Christ manifested. I really live this. I'm really the example. You really feel me on your insides right now. You really sweating right now because you feel me. So you really like, oh shit. Because listen, what's between us right now? What's between us? Time, space, energy. Is that even real? I'm inside of you right now. And we all inside of the original black moon. But I'm speaking from inside of you. You see this? Hold on. Shout out to Frank and Mental Magic. You see this? This is the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. This is the alphabet that you see that you don't even know. What does that say? What does that say at the bottom? I could really teach you how to spell. I could really help with your language barrier, family, because that says all out massive action. You can read that, right? But guess what? That's what that says too. And that's what we about. I intend to create heaven on earth for the betterment of all. In my lifetime. And secure that heaven for generations to come. You feel me? So I don't got time for games. I don't got no time for none of that. Except for positive progression. Olivia, I see you in the comments. I'm glad that it's making perfect sense. Because if you've been focusing on what you don't want, that's all you're gonna get. So then you can prove yourself right. See? This does keep happening to me. See? That's why I got a right to complain. See? That's why I got a right to blame. See? This keeps happening. But guess what? If you called yourself a conqueror, I call myself a winner. I call myself a conqueror. I call myself the greatest of all time. You feel me? I call myself the most influential, powerful, effective black man that ever walked the face of the earth. And guess what? Major shit be happening to me, and I expect miracles every day. Let me turn it. Yo, this song really did it. Yo, I expect miracles every day. You feel me? I expect miracles every moment. Somebody might call me before I even go to sleep and give me 10,000. You feel me? Somebody might call me before I go to sleep with $1 million idea. Somebody might call me with a speaking opportunity to go speak for 10 bands. They say, yo, Leon X, we seen this. We really want you here. How much your fee? I say 10,000. They're gonna be like, all right, bet. We gonna pay that 10,000. How many people you got coming with you? You feel me? They're gonna be like, damn, Leon X. Listen, are you sure? Are you sure you only want 10,000? You know the running rate for a speaker like you, one of the best in the world, is $175,000 an hour. Are you sure? Are you sure that we can't pay you a little more for your value? But so if I'm over here talking about putting myself in position